The wildfire burning in Mariposa County, California, near Yosemite, has consumed nearly 16,000 acres. Firefighters have none of it contained. Here's ABC's Morgan Norwood in Los Angeles.
The explosive oak fire gaining ground, tearing through thousands of acres near Yosemite National Park. Thousands of firefighters working to contain the blaze. Fighting the flames in the air and on the ground to protect residential areas. But for some, it's already too late. Rodney McGuire anxiously awaiting word about his home.
And I knew this was a tinderbox that was going to have to burn sometime. We made it out. I can always rebuild.
Some dangerously hot weather in other parts of the country as well. Triple digits expected once again in places like Little Rock, Oklahoma City, and Dallas. It's also hot on the East Coast. Pope Francis in Alberta, Canada, for an in-person apology for the role the Catholic Church played in residential schools. 150,000 Indigenous children were taken from their families in the 19th and 20th centuries. Many of them abused or died at those schools. Tony Alexis is chief of the Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation in Canada.
This is an opportunity for us to gather. And maybe, the apology is one thing, but that they can come together and sit together again as a community, or the ones who were in the residential schools.
The World Health Organization sounding its highest alarm over monkeypox. The WHO has declared it a global health emergency. Here's ABC's Elwin Lopez.
The current outbreak primarily seen in men who identify as gay or bisexual, but anyone is at risk of exposure through close contact. The CDC warning that transmission can also occur through contaminated clothing and bedding. 16,000 reported cases in 75 countries so far. Nearly 3,000 of them are here in the United States. You're listening to ABC News.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
2 Americans fighting alongside Ukrainians against the Russian invasion have been killed in battle. ABC's Patrick Reevell is in Odessa.
They were in a village that was almost encircled by the Russians, and they were taking really withering artillery fire. They were with 2 other foreign fighters, and as they were on an operation, one of their comrades was injured, and these men attempted to try and help him and try and do first aid, and they were hit by a Russian shell and killed instantly.
T-Mobile has agreed to pay $350 million to customers affected by a cyber attack. Thieves who carried out the hack, reported nearly a year ago, made off with information like names and social security numbers. About 80 million people were affected. T-Mobile also promising to spend tens of millions of dollars boosting its security. 3 people are hurt after a small plane crashed just after takeoff from an airport outside Detroit. A dog was on that board. It's still missing. No word yet on the cause of the crash. And just off Plymouth, Massachusetts, a way too close to call with a whale. Leo and Guess are capturing the moment when a humpback whale rose up through the surface of the water and came crashing down on a 19-foot fishing boat, the boat's bow going down into the water for a second before popping back up. Nobody was hurt. Experts say the whale was in the area, likely looking for food. This is ABC News.
I was 53, divorced, and ready to get back out there. I was unsure about dating sites, but I signed up for Silver Singles and quickly met Lily.
Mark and Lily rediscovered the romance they deserve on Silver Singles, the secure dating site for 50-plus singles who know what they want.
Lily's a lover of the great outdoors like me, and we instantly connected over it.
If you're like Mark and want to rediscover that feeling, sign up today at silversingles.com/love. That's silversingles.com/love.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
It's the time of year to come to NC Tractor for the selection of Massey Ferguson tractors and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. NC Tractor gives fantastic customer service, the best discounts possible, and it's a locally owned business. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue is helping to make outdoor work more enjoyable. Should you have something that you can be proud of for a long time? Massey Ferguson and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Come look them over. 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton. That phone number is 288-0395.
The heat and humidity will continue this afternoon. Gear up for highs in the upper 80s and the lower 90s with feels-like temperatures in the triple digits. A few scattered showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms will be possible this afternoon. A better chance for severe storms will be possible in some of our northern counties. That severe risk will shift to the south as we head through the day tomorrow. We'll see another round of afternoon and evening storms develop. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Well, summertime is certainly here to last for a little while longer. We had rough, hot, humid weather over the weekend. We can expect some more this week, looks like today. For instance, the heat index will be around 101, and then tonight dropping back to 74, 71 right now. And Tuesday, we can expect our heat index around 100. Then on Wednesday, our heat index around 101. So at least we've got 3 days we know about coming up with that heat index really extensively, dangerously hot. Due to so many death announcements, we're going to delay the announcing of those until after Bill O'Reilly morning update this morning. We'll get those in, but there are too many to get in before he starts, and we'll get that in for you. Just stand with us and do that. Do want to remind you, though, of a couple of things. That you can stop by Foothills Family Hardware, downtown Forest City, Saturday, July 30th from 1 till 4. We'll be there broadcasting live. It's their first year celebration. You can come enjoy some free pizza, compliments of Domino's, cold drinks, all-day giveaways, a prize wheel, and super savings all day long. Something for everyone. Saturday, July 30th from 1 until 4. We'll see you there, hopefully, downtown Forest City. Foothills Family Hardware Store in downtown. Boy, what a store it is. Went in there the other day, picked up an item. I was really impressed with all the things upstairs and downstairs. Got 2 levels. You can go in and really find some stuff. You're working in your garden with some weed killers. You got all those kind of things, plus a whole lot of hardware, plus some crafts up front. Check that store out right downtown, right next to Smith's Drugstore. Meanwhile, there is one study out there that North Carolina is among the most dangerous states in which to drive, ranked by drowsy drivers. Weary behind the wheel, North Carolina among the most dangerous states in which to drive. California is the most dangerous drowsy driver state, and Vermont is the safest. It has been widely reported that sleep deprivation can have a serious impact on daily behaviors like driving a car. The NHCSA estimates that in 2017 there were 91,000 police-reported accidents by car that involved drowsy drivers, which led to the injuries of around 50,000 people and nearly 800 deaths. GuntherMitsubishi.com conducted analysis of 2022 county health rankings, data to compare and determine which state in America are the most dangerous to drive in based on the following factors: the percentage of people who suffer from insufficient sleep, and the percentage of motor vehicle deaths per 100,000 people. The data breakdown for each state also shows additional issues contributing toward dangerous driving conditions, including the average driver volume per meter of major roadways, the percentage of alcohol-impaired driving deaths, and overall driving deaths within the state. North Carolina, unfortunately, ranked in the 12th position, making it among the most dangerous states to drive in when it comes to drowsy drivers. The Tar Heel State has an insufficient sleep rate of 36%, combined with the 10.5% rate of motor vehicle deaths per 100,000 people. The traffic volume per meter of major roadways is 228, and 26% of driving deaths involve alcohol. Finally, the number of driving deaths in the state was 7,210 in 2019. The top 5 dangerous drowsy states in which to drive ranked: California first, Texas, Florida, Ohio, and Georgia in that category. And North Carolina, of course, was number 12th in terms of drowsy drivers. So wake up, folks, and see the beauty. Bill O'Reilly Morning Update is coming up next. Then we'll do the death announcements.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, I am excited about a new streaming platform called VidGo. VidGo gives you the freedom to be entertained at a price you can afford. VidGo has all of my favorite live sports networks. They have a great choice of news. All of that for $59 a month. You deserve the freedom to be entertained at a price you and your family can afford. Please go to vidgo, vidgo.com/Bill to check it out. On this Monday, my teenage son is calling me a helicopter parent. That means a guy, a father, who intrudes too much into the behavior of the urchins. Now, I have two of them. Now, the beef that my son has is benign. He's not mad at me. He's making fun of me. And I try to explain to him, being a father is my primary job. Not being a media guy or a author of the best-selling book series in history, the Killing series, that's not my primary job. Being your father is. So the latest situation is that my son and a few of his thug friends, and I use the word thug affectionately, are going to be on their own at our house on Eastern Long Island for a day or two. Now, I got rules. I got rules. So obviously not going to be any drinking or drugging or any of that. Not going to be any girls on the property. That's not happening. But the primary rule is you are not to go into the ocean past the break, because where we live, the ocean is ferocious. And just the other day, a kid drowned. The tow got him and pulled him out. Now, I said to my son, I am trusting you. You can call me a helicopter parent, a 747 parent. I don't care. Do not go past the break in the ocean. Now this. AMAC is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits, insightful news, and a magazine full of uncensored content. They are pushing back against efforts to defund the police, weaken the borders, and corrupt our youth. But they need your help. Please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
WCAB, the music's on us.
Now I have these death announcements this morning. Paula Marie Cargill died July 18th in Greenville, South Carolina. A service of remembrance will be held Saturday, July 30th in the Fellowship Hall of First Baptist Church, Cleveland Street, Greenville, South Carolina. The Paget and King Mortuary and Crematory is in charge of the arrangements for Paula Marie Cargill. Sarah Vicky Bright, age 61, of Sandy Mush, died Saturday, July 23rd at Hospice of the Carolina Foothills. The funeral service will be conducted at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, July 27th at the Element Church. Burial will follow at Rutherford County Memorial Cemetery. The family will receive friends from 6 until late on Tuesday, July 26th at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services, serving the family of Sarah Vicky Bright. Ann M. Moore, age 76, of Lincolnton, passed away Saturday, July 23rd at her residence. The funeral service will be conducted at 10 o'clock Saturday, July 30th at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel. Burial will follow in Rutherford County Memorial Cemetery. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services entrusted with the arrangements for Ann M. Moore. Bob Bush, 90, of Dogwood Valley Road, Forest City, died Wednesday, July 20th at his residence. A celebration of Bobby's life will be held at 5 o'clock Tuesday, July 26th at Caroline Baptist Church. Visitation will follow in the church fellowship hall. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Service is serving the family of Bobby Ray Bush of Caroline. W.W. Bud Williamson Jr. passed away July 23rd. The family will have a celebration of life at a later date, and Washford and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service is in charge of the arrangements for W.W. Bud Williamson Jr. Joanne Lattimore Thompson, age 81, of Rutherfordton, died Friday, July 22nd at Rutherford Regional Medical Center. The family will receive friends from 6 until 8 o'clock this evening at Mike Behan's funeral home. The funeral service will be at Rock Springs Baptist Church at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Joanne will lie in state 30 minutes prior to the service. Mike Behan's Funeral Home and Cremation Service in charge of the arrangements for Joanne Lattimore Thompson. Carolyn Joy Baker Barbie of Spindale passed away at the age of 78 on July 18th. The celebration of Joy's life will be held on Friday, July 29th at 10 o'clock at the Forest City Ward of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on Mount Pleasant Church Road, Forest City. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is assisting the family of Carolyn Joy Baker Barbie. Dolly Caroline Allen, infant daughter of Bobby K. Allen and Charles Barnett, passed away at Atrium Healthcare, Cleveland, Thursday, July 7th. No services are planned at this time, but may be announced at a future date. Arrangements entrusted to Robert Morgan Funeral and Cremation Services of Boiling Springs for Dolly Caroline Allen, infant daughter of Bobby K. Allen and Charles Barnett. Ellen Pooty Stanley, age 68, of Mill Spring, passed away Friday, July 22nd at Mountain Ridge Wellness Center in Black Mountain. The family will receive friends from 9:30 a.m. until 10:30 this morning at McMahon's Funeral Home. The graveside service will be at Rutherfordton City Cemetery at 11 o'clock today. Burial will follow at Rutherfordton City Cemetery. McMahon's Funeral Home and Cremation Service is in charge of the arrangements for Ellen Stanley. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. For the complete information on these and others as they become available to us, be sure to tune in this morning at 11:35 and then again at 5:10 as part of the afternoon report. As part of the afternoon report here on WCAB in Rutherfordton. It's 17 minutes past 7.
In January of 1861, a Lieutenant Bascom accused Cochise of leading a raid in which cattle and a young boy were taken, but Cochise knew nothing about it. When Bascom threatened to hold Cochise captive until the cattle and boy were returned, Cochise escaped in a hail of bullets. Cochise went on the warpath. Within 60 days, Cochise, his father-in-law Mingus Colorados, and their braves killed 150 whites, destroyed 5 stage stations, and burned 6 stagecoaches. On July 21, Cochise and Mingus came across a mail coach on its way to Tucson, Arizona. There were 7 guards on the coach. Incidentally, this group was later to be known as the Free Thompson Group. They knew how to fight, and they had the firepower to back it up. When the attack started, the stage made it to a nearby knoll. They constructed a fortification. Cochise and Mingus unsuccessfully tried every tactic they knew in attacking the men. Finally, after 2 days, Mingus took his men and left Cochise to clean things up. By the 3rd day, 4 of the men from the stagecoach were dead, and the other 3 were running out of ammunition and provisions. So they decided to make a run for it. They were killed within 150 yards of the fortification. Even though Cochise accomplished his objective in this battle, it could not be called a success. For while he was able to kill the 7 members of the Free Thompson Group, he lost almost 175 warriors in the battle. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
When you're taste buds are screaming for delicious, head over to Jesse James Railroad Express. Enjoy fresh cooked burgers, garden salads, hot dogs any way you like, French fries. Enjoy a refreshing milkshake or a hand-dipped ice cream cone. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 4, closed Wednesday and Sunday. That's Jesse James Railroad Express, 531 Railroad Avenue in Ruth. Call ahead, 828-447-4644. And Mondays only, hot dogs with mustard, chili, and onions, only $1.24 each. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express.
Good place to get a hot dog each day there, Jesse James. 20 minutes now past 7. Let's get started to find out what's been going on over the weekend. On the phone with me right now is Sergeant Brandel from the Sheriff's Department to give us an update. Sergeant Brandel, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am doing well. I hope you are.
Yes, sir. Doing great.
Good. Tell us what's been going on over the weekend.
Past 48 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has answered 243 calls, processed 19 arrests, and currently have 196 incarcerated. Under our arrest reports, we have a Tracy Harrison Logan, 39-year-old black male of Rutherford, charged with 1 count of domestic violence protection order violation. No bond on that. We have a Kevin Scott Lee, 33-year-old white male of Far City, charged with 1 count of communicating threats. No bond listed on that. We have a Tommy Allen Crawford, 51-year-old white male of Far City, 1 count of failure to appear on misdemeanor, given a $500 secured bond. And we have a Kevin Frederick, 51-year-old white male of Ellenboro, charged with 1 count of failure to appear on a felony and 1 count of failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $20,500 secured bond on that. Under our incident reports, we have a damaged property report, Sites Drive in Far City. Looks like someone shot the victim's car. We have a breaking and entering larceny from Lincoln Drive in Far City. Looks like someone entered the victim's home and took a diamond ring valued at $500. We have a felony larceny, WV Thompson Road in Rutherford. Looks like someone stole a HP 17-inch touchscreen computer valued at $800 and a Google Chrome book, silver in color, valued at $300 out of that incident. We have a B&E and a larceny motor vehicle, Bedford Creek Road in Ellenboro. Looks like someone entered the victim's home, taking unknown items. Also took a 1999 Pontiac van, green in color, out of that incident. We have a breaking and entering from Newton Cole Road in Far City. Looks like someone entered the victim's home, unknown items taken at this time. We have a felony larceny, a larceny of a motor vehicle. Looks like this happened on North Quail Run in Far City. 2007 black and color Honda CRV taken in that incident. And we have a fraud incident from Beams Mill Road in Ellenboro. Looks like someone cashed some checks in the victim's name, taking approximately over $19,000 out of the victim's checking account. And that's all we have to report this morning, sir.
Sergeant Brundle, thank you very much for that report, and you be safe out there today.
Yes, sir. You take care. Thank you.
See you now.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Amber's on the phone with us now from 911 Communications Center with our Monday morning report. Amber, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. Tell us what's been going on over the weekend.
In the past 48 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 715 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 78 calls for EMS. For law enforcement, there were 243 calls for the Sheriff's Office, 88 for Forest City, 24 for Lake Lure, 47 for Rutherfordton, and 47 for Spindale. For fire calls, Cliffside responded to a structure fire with Sandy Mush, Ellenboro, and SDO assisting, and that's all we have.
Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful Monday.
Thanks.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
Ruby Taylor is up next. She's over in the Danieltown SDO community with our Monday morning report. Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
Anything to report today?
They assisted Cliffside on the structure fire along in Ellenboro and Sandy Mush to help too. And on my birthday counter, I got Brian Cole having birthdays today. Hope he has a nice day, and the signs are in the breast today and tomorrow. And that's all I've got.
Thanks so much. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Look for all the new design 2021 F-150 at Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Andrew Tisdale, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we focus what's important to you. We create a personalized strategy backed by our advice, our tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we partner together to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me at any time at 828-287-9197. We'll sit down, talk, and we're going to make a strategy that's right for you.
Thank you, Andrew. Hey, you have a personal invitation now to stop by Foothills Family Hardware Store in downtown Forest City on Saturday, July 30th, 1 to 4. It's their first year celebration, and boy, are they pulling out all the stops for you. You can enjoy free pizza, compliments of Domino's, cold drinks, all-day giveaways, a prize wheel, super savings all day, and WCAB will be there broadcasting live on the street in front of Foothills Family Hardware Store. Something for everyone. That's Saturday, July 30th, 1 to 4. We hope to see you at the remote. You're all invited. Couldn't reach Gary Wilson this morning up at Fairfield Mountains Fire District, but we're going straight over to Bostic. We will not pass go. We will not collect $200, and Vern Upton is there. Good morning.
You can't even go to jail.
Can't even go to jail in Boston, can we?
No. Okay, up here in Bostic this morning we have a temperature of 72 degrees. I think we're going to have another hot one, so everybody be real careful. Fire department had one medical call. We have one anniversary. Rachel and Eddie Stacy, we want to wish them a happy anniversary. Stopping at Bostic Florist, she still has her lamps 20% off. The Blessed Box on Depot Street, stop by, leave a blessing, or pick one up, and hope everyone has a wonderful day today.
Vern, you have a wonderful day as well. Monday's a different day, and we hope you have a good one.
Okay, thank you.
See
you
ya.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there. Now let's say good morning to Bob Hodge. He's over in the Hudlow Fire District where he lives and works and eats a lot of good food over there. Let's see what he has to say about the activities over the weekend. Good morning, Bob Hodge. How are you doing?
We're doing mighty fine up here this morning.
Good. You have a hot weekend?
We had a hot weekend. I guess you did too.
Oh, yeah. Every way I turned, I was wiping sweat, I think.
Well, maybe we'll get about 2 degrees cooler today, so maybe.
Well, I don't want to wish for cold weather too soon because it may be as cold as it's in wintertime as it's been hot in the summertime. So we just not easy to please, are we?
It could turn around and go the opposite way, couldn't it?
It could, yeah,
So
yes, indeed.
That's right. We could have a cold winter there, so we might better enjoy some of this heat while we got it.
That's right.
But Jim, we're doing just fine up here this morning. It's quiet with the fire department. We hadn't had any fire calls over the weekend, so that's good. And I want to say happy birthday to Robert Green this morning. And Jim, other than that, it's quiet so far up here, and we had a good weekend and a quiet one. And so far, everything's going along good, and that's about it. And you have a good day now over there.
Thanks, Bob. You keep enjoying life, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's now 31 minutes after 7 o'clock. Braves had a pretty good weekend, not a total win, but on Friday, the Braves beat the Angels 8-1. Saturday, Braves beat them 7-2. Then the Angels came back on Sunday and beat the Braves 9-1. Now the Braves will be moving to the Phillies, playing the Phillies for a three-game stretch. So let's continue to pull for the Braves all the way through. Not many more games left this year, but they're doing pretty well. We'll see how it all shakes out come show-off time.
Did you know that approximately 34% of women worldwide are affected by urinary incontinence? But there is good news. You don't have to suffer anymore. Brock Family Care in Forest City is excited to introduce a breakthrough treatment for urinary incontinence called BTL Emsella. All you have to do is sit on the Emsella chair for 30 minutes fully clothed 2 times a week for 3 weeks, and your quality of life will significantly improve. Sound interesting? Then call 828-382-7282 to learn more about this amazing treatment, or visit our website at www.brockfamilycare.com.
Now we're checking in over at the Cherry Mountain Fire District. That's where Sue Price is. She rules things over that way. Let's see what she has to say this morning. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Jim.
You doing okay?
Doing okay. Hope you are.
Yes, indeed.
Good. Looks like we're going to have another pretty day, but it's going to be hot.
Yes.
So everybody be careful and drink a lot of water, I guess, and stay out of the hot if you can. Well, let's see. I didn't have any calls from the fire department. Don't have any birthdays on my church calendar, on my personal calendar. I've got Rebecca Brackett, so I hope Rebecca's going to have a good day today. And there's nothing on the other 2 calendars for today. Not too many celebrating that I know of. But we hope anybody's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day or their special day and enjoy it. And in my announcements, the Fairview Baptist Church is going to be having a singing, and that'll be July 31st. And it starts at 6:30. Joshua Way. I just dropped my... Hold on just a second. Joshua Ray Hudson. He's a Southern contemporary gospel singer. And everyone is welcome. There'll be refreshments served after the singing. And so come on out to Fairview for a good singing. We're glad to have these singings going on back at the churches. It's a good thing. And So far, dear, that's the only announcement I have. It's just quite calm over here. Looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one.
You have a good one, Sue. Thank you for the report. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, folks, Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply is an amazing store. I can say that because they have what you need. From pet supplies to fire and ant killer to horse-quality Timothy alfalfa hay, $14 per bale. Attention carp fishermen, they have C&J flavoring, only $8 per bottle. And they have oats for sale. Refill your propane tanks at the lowest price. Fully stocked with all your deer supplies and a great selection of farm implements. Need mulch? $12 per scoop. We could call it a superstore. Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply, 188 Whiteside Road in Rutherfordton.
Well, with weather like this, nothing better to cool yourself down with a cup of homemade ice cream from the Seesaw Hill Farm and Dairy that's available at Washburn General Store. Just in time for these hot summer days. Come on over and get you a big cup. They come in individual cups. They have vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, peach, and kudzu. Find you a little rocking chair there in front of the store or sit on one of the picnic tables and enjoy the nature, enjoy seeing the cattle, and enjoy that homemade ice cream. Made by Rutherford County's only dairy farm, Seesaw Hill Farm and Dairy. You'll find it at Washburn General Store between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway. Tina White is not available this morning. Let's go over to Union Mills and see if we can get Brenda Kelly on the phone. Are you working this morning or are you taking the day off, Brenda?
I'm taking the day off. I got
no.
a doctor's appointment.
Well, I hope it's everything. I hope it's just a checkup.
Well, it's with the heart doctor from all that mess at the hospital. So, we'll see what happens.
But your heart's okay, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, it's all right.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. I can't change it.
Well, I hope everything will be checked out okay.
Excuse me, I do too. We had a terrible storm Saturday night.
Oh, yeah?
I got up yesterday morning, it looked like a war zone out here.
Really?
Yeah. Limbs and tops out of the trees and all everywhere.
Goodness gracious, you didn't have a tornado set down, did you?
Well, I don't know. I don't know, but I've been picking up limbs ever since the crack of dawn this morning. So
Did you lose any trees uprooted at all, or just limbs come off?
I didn't see any uprooted, but it took the tops out of the trees. There's one down here on the driveway after you cross the creek going back toward Camp Creek. It broke it off about halfway up, and it goes from there all the way down touching the ground, but it's just barely hanging on. And
Goodness.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I believe my grandson said it was somewhere around 10:30 or 11 o'clock. I remember seeing a flash of something, and I thought, I didn't get plumb woke up, but so I turned back over toward the wall where I wouldn't see it, and I slept right through it. So,
Well,
but it was a mess yesterday morning.
glad it didn't do any damage to your house.
Well, I'm glad it didn't either. That's right. The good Lord was looking out for me, so I appreciate it.
Yes, he does.
Well, let's see. I've got 68 degrees on the front porch this morning. I don't have any birthdays, any anniversaries. In ways of announcements, we got Vacation Bible School at Far City Church of the Nazarene, August the 5th through the 7th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we're going to have a rock climbing wall there. And on Saturday, I think after we do everything, we're going to go a block and a half down to the swimming pool and let the children play in the swimming pool. And then Friday, August 5th, at the Union Mills Learning Center, 6 p.m. hot dog meal. The cost is $6, 7 p.m. The Jordan River Band from South Carolina will be providing the music, and there's no admission for the music, but they do have a tip jar available for the band. So far, that's all I know of going on. It's just hot, hot, hot. So
It is indeed.
I don't know of anything else. So.
All right. Well, I hope everything checks out fine with your heart today.
Well, I hope it does too. I'm sure it will. I have no reason to believe that it won't.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So you go check on Luke the Sweet Thing down at Ellenborough and see if he's behaved himself.
I'll see you next time.
Okay, catch you later.
Thanks, Brenda.
Cheryl, I've been talking to Tommy and David, the outside salesmen at Henson Building Materials in Forest City. They're going to help us navigate through our remodeling project.
Well, I know they have tons of experience, so we'll be in good hands.
Good hands is right. Even professional builders shop there because they trust the quality products and service.
And did you know they have a great relationship with our community, too? Oh, they're so nice.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Now at 7:40, let's head over toward Ellenborough and talk with Luther Gilligan and see what's been happening over there this weekend. Luther, good morning.
Good morning. Nice day there this morning. A little bit cloudy, but hey, we're going to have a good time.
Good. I see the sun trying to peek out behind those clouds a little bit out here.
Yeah, peeking up through the trees, around the clouds. But hey, we could use a good shower. Soak the ground, make my grass grow, make the grass cutter happy. We have something to do.
Yeah.
But we had a fairly quiet weekend. Had a good weekend. Fire department only had 2 calls. Had 2, went down to Sister Cliffside twice Saturday. And other than that, things being quiet with them, nothing going on with them. Of course, they're a little busy this morning. They had a fire inspection this morning from State Insurance Department. They checking them out. Other than that, everything's quiet. There's just nothing going on. But they're having Bible school here at Bethel Church this week. That starts at 5:45, 8 o'clock. So everybody's just invited to come on out. And Jim, nothing else going on down here. You have a great day up there. We'll see what happens today and tell you about it tomorrow.
Thanks, Luther. I'll see you then. Have a safe day over there.
Take care now.
Bye. Well, it's birthday time, anniversary time for this 25th day of Julie the 25th. And if you have a birthday or anniversary, call it in to us now at 287-3356, 287-3356, birthdays and anniversaries. And we'll celebrate with you right here live from the Blue Room.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
We're going to check the job market report out a little after 8 o'clock this morning to find out where some job opportunities are for us and kind of how much they pay us to go to work, and I hope you'll take advantage of that. Also, we'll be talking with Wayne from Wayne's Lunchbox a little later on after the 8 o'clock hour as well. And right now we want you to consider getting those clothes looking fresh and nice for the Stop It Folk Cleaners there at the Rockwood Plaza. They're great service, and they got a drive-up window. You don't even have to get out of your car. Just drop them off there and pick them back up in a couple of days, and you'll be pleased with how fresh they look. Folk Cleaners doing a professional job. And Granny B's closed on Mondays, of course, but she'll be there tomorrow serving one of the best breakfasts around here. You can get that omelet that's really, really getting good rave reviews. So ask about the omelet. Maybe you can get a cheese omelet or ham and cheese or however how you like your omelet. They can fix that for you. And they do a great job on breakfast any day, Tuesday through Saturday, starting as early as 7 o'clock. That's Granny B's, Main Street there in Spindale, right next to the Shake Shop.
Happy birthday.
Our happy birthday wishes going out to Paula Hughes. 57 today. Works at the Dairy Goat Association there in Spindale. So, Paula, happy birthday. Robert Carroll, 43, over in Forest City. Michael Latta is 48 today. I want to wish Michael a happy birthday as well. Other birthdays today include Walter Brennan. He was born in 1894, died in 1974. Rosalind Franklin discovered the structure of DNA, was born in 1920. Estelle Getty, she was an actress, born in 1923, died 2008. Walter Payton, Hall of Fame running back, he was born in 1954. Some of the events on this day include North Carolina becomes a royal colony, 1729. 1832, the first railroad accident in U.S. 1943, first warship named after an African-American, USS Leonard Roy Harmon. 1944, first jet fighter used in combat. In 1946, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis staged their first show as a comedy team in 1946. It's also National Hire a Veteran Day, National Hot Fudge Sundae Day, yeah, that sounds good, National Merry-Go-Round Day, National Thread the Needle Day, and National Wine and Cheese Day. So now you're up to date on this date in history right here on WCAB Rutherfordton.
A friendly waitress who was known for giving exceptional service couldn't get a smile out of a particular customer no matter how hard she tried. The woman was sarcastic, grumpy, and argumentative all through lunch. She had no legitimate complaints. The food was delicious, and the service couldn't have been better. While the lady was paying her bill, the waitress pleasantly said, "Have a nice day." The disgruntled customer snapped back, "I'm sorry, but I've made other plans." How sad to view life so pessimistically. With that type of an attitude, we create an atmosphere where it is nearly impossible for things to go right. And if they did go right, we would probably still see them from a negative perspective. It's hard to imagine anyone wanting to sabotage their life. But a pessimistic, negative, defensive attitude does just that. It colors our world a dismal, dark, and dreary gray. It keeps our focus on life's storm clouds and prevents us from seeing the rainbow of God's magnificent colors. Helen Keller, who was blind most of her life, said, "Keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadow." Scott Hamilton, the world-renowned figure skating champion who had just finished a battle with cancer, said, "The only disability in life is a bad attitude." This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living. Scripts for these programs are sold in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS.